Rediscovering Gita for the Modern World by Shrikant Soman, based on essays on Gita by Sri Aurobindo. Chapter 5. The Battleground of Life, continued from the previous episode. Episode 42. The dual nature of life and the divine. The unflinching truth of existence. Confronting the reality of struggle. Key takeaways. Ancient wisdom on struggle. The value of Nietzsche's theories. The necessity of facing reality. The secret to harmony. Don't underestimate the enemy. Main passage. Blatant statement of truth by Upanishads. Ancient thought accepted this starting point so far as it was observable by scrutiny of the universe. The old Upanishads saw it very clearly. They have phrased it with an uncompromising thoroughness, without falling into the temptation to use any honeyed glosses or optimistic scuttlings of the truth. They said that hunger is death. It is the creator and master of this world. They figured vital existence in the image of the horse of the sacrifice. They described matter by a name which means ordinarily food. They said that we call it food because the creatures devour matter, and in turn matter itself devours creatures. The Darwinians rediscovered this truth in the formula of the material world as the eater eating is eaten. They laid it down that the struggle for life is the law of evolutionary existence. Modern science has only further emphasized the old truths that had already been expressed in much more forcible, wide and accurate formulas by the aphorisms of Heraclitus and the figures employed by the Upanishads. Benefits of Nietzsche's theory. Nietzsche has insisted upon war as an aspect of life and the ideal man as a warrior. He has put forward the theory that the human being is the camel man to begin with and the child man hereafter, but he must be the lion man in the middle if he is to attain his perfection. We may widely differ from many of the moral and practical conclusions he drew from these theories. However, we are forced to admit their undeniable justification. They recall us to a truth we like to hide out of sight. It is for our own good that we should be reminded of it. The reasons are twofold. First, because it has a tonic effect for every strong soul. It saves us from the flabbiness and relaxation encouraged by a too much pleasing sentimentalism of philosophic, religious, or ethical thought. This sentimentalism loves to look upon nature as love and life and beauty and good, but it turns away from her grim mask of death. It adores God as Shiva, the holy, but refuses to adore him as Rudra, the terrible. Secondly, unless we have the honesty and courage to look existence straight in the face, we shall never arrive at any effective solution of its discords and oppositions. Opposite angles. We can view this from two opposite angles, both leading towards the same conclusion. These angles are: first, we must see what life and the world are in reality. Afterwards, with all the good intentions we can set about finding the right way to transform them into what they should be. The repellent aspect of existence holds in itself some secret of the final harmony. If we ignore it or belittle it, we then miss that secret. All our efforts at a solution will then fail. They will fail by nothing else but the fault of our own self-indulgent ignoring of the true elements of the problem. On the other hand, we may see the discords and struggles of life as an enemy who is to be beaten down, trampled on, excised and eliminated. Even if we hold this view, still we gain nothing by underrating its power and hold upon life. We achieve nothing by refusing to see how firmly it is rooted in the effective past and the actually operative principles of existence.